What's going on, everyone? My dad's here. What's up, Dad? Ninth Army, what's going on? Eros, Brian Lewis, Hidden, Minecraft Boss. What's going on, everyone? So, something that was brought to my attention in the chat of my Team Wars group that yes, we are in third place currently, but I think a lot of that has to do with at least the top team in our bracket doing some mildly suspicious stuff. So, I'm going to look and discuss such suspicious stuff. So, Chef's Elite is currently in our bracket, right? So, let's look at the ranks of the members of Chef's Elite. A lot of 19s, 20s, 21s, all that stuff. And, as you see, quite a few silver shields, ladies and gents. And if you actually do the math, which, even though I'm only half awake, I was able to do the math, half of their members, so they have 48 people in their group, 24 of them are currently in Silver Shield. And you look at their levels, a lot of them, 20, 21, 19, mildly suspicious, mildly childish, kind of sad. That's all I'm really going to say about that. 22, Silver Shield. Level 22, an Elder in Silver Shield. There's no reason for that. Zero reason for that. Zero reason for that. Okay? So, Chef's Elites. All I'm saying is that, like, you can't even defend that. There is no defending that. I know they're not the only team D-ranking, but you can't do that. This is what Red Lynx warned us last week. This is what Red Lynx punished at least three teams for. They punished at least SP Elites, lost crap for this. Like, look at where French Family lost crowns for this. But SP Elites was, I think, above Casa Bonitas in crowns. They lost 100 and some crowns due to D-ranking. So did French Family. French Family was ahead of us in rank for a long time. They're all the way down here now because of all this. And there have been other teams. I don't know all of them, but at least those two for sure have been doing this kind of behavior. So, if you're going to do it that blatantly, guess what? We can see your team's rankings now. So you can't hide behind doing it that way. People have been accusing Illuminati. I'm not saying Illuminati's doing it, but people have been claiming that Illuminati has been deranking. I don't know that for a fact, but if you want to compare it to our team has 2 silver shields in it out of 49 people. 2. We have 2 people in silver shield. That's it. All the rest are in legendary. 2 people. So, Spanish Park, mildly same boat. They have 14 people in Silver Shield. And you see the ranks, 20, 19, 21. To me, someone that's level 19 and above should have good enough cards to be in Legendary Arena. Does that mean that they're always going to have good enough cards to be in Legendary Arena? Maybe not. Maybe they'll be right on the cusp. Someone that's level 14 to 16 or 17 probably doesn't have enough higher leveled cards. That maybe they do, unless they've paid money. But if they're free to play, may not have enough money spent or cards leveled up high enough to get to that next tier. Because everyone that leaves comments in my videos all the time about, show me a good deck to get out of Silver Shield, and they're level 14, 15, 16. Honestly, your cards might not be good enough that, in all honesty, regardless of your skill level, to get to that tier, to get to Legendary. Legendary is a bitch to get to right now. It is. That is a fact of life. But if you're at a point where you can easily have enough cards to be sustainable and actually compete at that level, and you're down here in Silver Shield, because, yes, D-rankers really aren't being punished in this game at all, don't sit here and tell me that you're doing it because it'll make your event easier. This event sucks. This event is the same event we've had 55 times since this game's come out. We've had 15 of these Man Bear Pig events. At least 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. I don't know the exact number. We've had quite a few. We've had 58 mystical events, it feels like, since this game came out. Like, you can't sit here and say, like, oh, I need neutral materials. You can get them just as easily in Legendary Arena. The biggest frustration is the fact that you can D-rank out of Legendary Arena now. Red Links changed that immediately. That was a system that was put in place. You made it to Legendary Arena before the last 2 seasons. You were there. You were stuck. And you had to just grind your way through it. And then at the end of the season, if your elo was too low, you could leave. And you could go back to Silver and level up a little bit and then come back up there if you wanted to. That's what people did all the time. Now, people just don't give a shit. So they go all the way down to the lowest tier of Bronze Shield that they can, to a point to where there's literally an error message that comes up on your screen when you derank too much that says you have been exploiting the game's ranking system. And then I think they give you like a mild ban for that or something like that. Maybe it's like 24 hours. I don't know. I've seen images of it. But, I mean, this is sad that you're exploiting it to make this easier for yourself. That's what Chefs and Spanish Park has done. That's why they're beating us in score. Flat out. So, it's mildly childish. And I'm sure other teams that did it in other weeks that we didn't win. Am I saying that Nambla is the best team in South Park Front Store? Absolutely not. I'm not saying that. But our team is towards the top. We're top 10. So, this is just mildly shady behavior. That's all I'm saying. So stop doing it. But, like everyone is saying, everyone's doing it. A lot of teams are deranking. The only team in our bracket that's not is NA Social Gaming, because they can't. Half their freaking team is in bronze. Look at that. Their team's in bronze. They're level 12s, level 13s, level 8s, level 6, level 5s. That's why they're down there. Illuminati does derank a ton last week and this week. Yeah, I mean, I can't see their bracket because we're never in Illuminati's bracket. Ever. I would much rather that than we get nothing for Legendary Pack now. It's more interesting than James Charles. I don't know what that means. They probably try to have enough people stay at the ranks to trick the algorithm, but the majority D-rank and it doesn't detect. Probably true. Star Platinum, what's up? Blaze, what's up? Red Viking, what's going on? I think I've said hey to everybody else. Red Viking's got a clue. If you got a raging clue, because apparently we need it. And Eddie, I don't know if I said hi to you. What's going on, man? So yeah, that's just it's not really conspiracy theory. I have factual evidence to prove it. So Red Links will be made aware. That's all I'm saying. Red Links will be made aware. And punishments will be handed out. But we have a nice long weekend this week for myself. Because today is my normal Saturday on Sunday. I know it's Sunday, but Sunday is my normal Saturday because I get a 3-day weekend. I took yesterday off work because I just didn't want to do it. So I played hooky yesterday, kind of. And so yeah, 4-day weekend. I'm excited about that. I had fun streaming last night, and we're going to have fun here tonight. I don't think I'm going to do Team Wars right this second. A lot of people have been reporting that, and this isn't any kind of exploit whatsoever, but a lot of teams seem to be using both Transmogrify and Cock Magic. Those were both options, and a lot of teams use both, which I'm sure it's just one of those things. So that's that whole bit. So that's going to make that difficult with this deck because of the fact that there are 3 legendaries options in our Team Wars, or in our in our deck. So because of that, I've only been awake for like 15 minutes, guys, so I apologize for my terrible speaking, other than my little intro there that I had. So, Great Wizard Cartman, Mecha Timmy, and Six Element Randy, which I have 2 of those to level 4, which probably won't mean a whole lot because they'll probably all be canceled by Cock Magic pretty often. So we're going to have to figure out a different way to kind of win this. I was still kind of surprised that we went with Poison as a team. We'll see how that actually ends up going. and all that kind of stuff. So we'll do that. 4K subs, let's get it. Thanks. Thanks, Dad. Thanks. What's my job? I work for Bayer Crop Science as a lab analyst. So I do testing on products that get sent out to farmers that use to help grow their crops. And I don't know what crops they specifically grow, but that's what I test. That's what I do. Brandon, we don't D-rank. I'm level 20 and move between 5,500 and 6,100. And what'd you say? I'm in Chef's Elites and we're all free to play. We can't keep up with Namba's level 4, level 5 legendaries, honestly. So you D-rank, level 19, linger around 5,900, 6,100. I'm not seeing the excuse here, Brandon. I'm really not. Look, like, I don't have a problem with Chef's Elites. I really don't. Some of you guys are very toxic when I play matches. I'm not saying everybody. Some Chef's Elites players have been toxic when I play matches against them. But that's not just Chef's Elites. That's been many teams. A lot of mercenaries people treat me like crap when they play me because for some reason a lot of the high-end mercenary players don't like me. And yes, there are mercenary peoples that do like me. Again, not saying all, but there are plenty of teams that have people that pick on me during matches. And they're probably just their personality. They pick on everybody, and it's not just me. But this is just one of those that's like, it's obvious. It's obvious that when half your team is out of legendary, when all of you are capable of being in legendary, that's all I'm saying. We've been trying decks other than mystical sci-fi, and now I'm using adventure fantasy deck. That one's been pretty good too. Hidden only 4 people on your team have done team versus team? Good lord. But, this is the deck I built yesterday during stream. That kind of worked out. And, the game D-ranks me perfectly by myself, Red. Alright, so this is the deck we used yesterday in stream. It was mildly effective. It wasn't ultimately effective. But I'm willing to put something together that you guys think would be more successful than this one. But I'm not sure exactly what to make about it. I mean, I didn't have any tanks in this deck. The closest thing you could argue that I had a tank with was Chicken Coop. And surprisingly, I ran into not very many Blood Elf Bebes. I mean, plenty of people run Blood Elf Bebes. So, not seeing Ramen Tweak for that Sharon. Yeah, I did get rid of that. The only 2 decks of those 2 decks that I kept was this one and this one, because I actually really like this one. This one has been the one I've had the most fun playing because I really like playing M-Tweak. So this one I kept, and then I kept this one, but this one really didn't work at all yesterday. Honestly, I knew Red Links only because of their Trials series, which I have played all of the main game. Yeah, I forgot they did Trials. But I'm thinking I'm going to get rid of the sci-fi stuff. Even though you guys love the 4-ass monkey, I don't think he's really working out. So the original one that I had for this... What's the new theme? I have no idea. Everyone's suspecting it's heroes. I'm suspecting it's heroes. But... you never know with Red Links, man. You really don't. So it's kind of like, this is what I think I used last time. Now the game's going to take 25 minutes to load all the cards. New theme is Jersey Shore. There's a lot of ways they could go. So this is what... no, there's multiple ways they could go, but the realistic way and the best way they could go is what everybody's been saying. It needs to be, I think I did this. Pretty sure I did Paladin Butters, and then I think I did Dragon Slayer Red, but that was... this is a 3.9. If I do it this way, which is really expensive. I don't know if I really need Dragon Slayer Red. She's obviously useful. And I've got 3 range cards. So I don't see the point in having another one. Would it just be better just to have just flat out Kenny? Because that'd be 3.8. So, I don't know. If I could keep Robin, Tweak, and Mr. Slave, it makes sense to keep Shield Maid and Wendy. Chicken Coop would be nice, but I feel like Chicken Coop's just going to get destroyed all the time. I can't have both Randys because that's counterproductive. Maybe LeBar Jimmy. Cancel out any Swarm. God, I really want him to 5, dude. He's so close. He's so close. He's right there. He's right on the cusp of level 5. He and Osimo are both right there to be level 5 for me. Dirty 8, what's going on? Mysterion, what's up? You're in the same bracket as me, Mysterion. What team are you on? Maybe the Bard for Swarm. I'm gonna try that. I don't know if this deck's gonna work. But we're gonna wait patiently for Team Wars for a second, because I need to get in the flow. I need to open up my free packs. I don't think I've opened them up yet. I have not. Gert, you're 98 of 102.
Rare, that's it. Just a rare. You stack new kid.
I know I suck, Cartman. You don't need to remind me. Blaze, you finished the battle pass today?
Rare is good.
Nothing exciting there. I did get a Dragon Slayer Red in a free pack the other day. Let's go ahead and practice a little bit. You're in Chef's Elites? You realize half your team is D-ranked out of Legendary Arena to be in Bronze Shield or in Silver Shield, right? You realize, Mysterio, that's why teams lost crowns because of that? Heroes have been in high demands. All charged units? I don't know if I can make a deck with all charged units. Santa's gonna have to kill you. Well, it's a good thing we have LeBard, guys. We'll just eliminate this now.
I will sacrifice you. I'm in
Lord, yeah. Lord, jeez.
Give me power.
Careful down there.
There we go. Give it the stand of many moods, yes. Yes, game. There we go. I'll just keep staying many moons alive, like, indefinitely. Unfortunate. Hey, can you get one more hit? Am I excited for the new theme? I stated that earlier that I was. I'm skeptical, though, and praying that it doesn't break the game. Just kill that. There we go. Slave.
These outfits are so precious.
Sharon.
What the fuck is going on? I will sacrifice you.
Lordy.
Heal it up.
I'm just stressed.
Are you fucking joking?
Vegeta, what's up, man? I've Incan and I've never been in Legendary. Some people have reported that they've gotten the cards that are not in those decks there. We need a chef card, that would be cool. A lot of people have stated that before, and in all honesty, there will never be a chef card in this game. As much as I want a chef card in this game, there will never be a chef card in this game. It's unfortunate, but it's most likely the truth. So we still got the battle pass. We still got a little ways to go. We are a little behind, but not really, because if you think about it, we still got one more season. I mean, there's 21 days left. We still got one more full season to claim all those rewards. That should give me at least a couple hundred, so it should give me at least 2 tiers. All I care about is getting to 57. I could give a crap about the popcorn shirt. I don't care about the popcorn shirt. I really don't. All I care about is getting to tier 57, and then that's really it. Because it's another legendary card. Other than that, could not care. What's up, Impartial? Do an adventure deck with Santa, Medicine Woman, Sharon, Stand Many Moves, Falcon, Rennie, Gunslinger, Kyle, and Marcus. What are my TOs? TIOs? We're building a team? So, you know, synergy is the best thing, for sure. Okay, I guess I'll just throw Butters out here. See what this guy's doing. Looks like he's not playing. Or he's just eating damage because he doesn't care.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't even know, Sharon. Apparently this guy's not playing.
This can't end well. Don't forget to
We'll
bring
do
it
this.
down.
And now the game's over. Am I streaming tomorrow? Possibly.
I nurture my tribe.
I mean, right now the Diablo 3 season is out and started, and I'm a Diablo player, so I've been playing quite a bit of that when I've not been streaming. So.
The calendar foretold it. I bring you comfort.
So I haven't really decided what I'm gonna do. It's okay, Impartial. I'm not worried about it. What are my tips when building a deck? I mean, so the main key with a deck build is, at least right now, it depends on where you're at, but pretty much you always want either a cancel, if you're in Bronze or Silver Shield, pretty much you have to have something to deal with Douglas's. Usually Mind Control is the best, most efficient way to do it, but usually you're going to need something to cancel the Douglas or get rid of it. Having a cancel card down in Silver or Legendary is pretty much almost necessity, unless you have cards to a point where it's not as needed. But you always have a tank, usually have a cancel card. A couple range cards is usually always good. You want a decent amount of fighters as you can. You at least want 1 or 2 assassin units, generally ones that are leveled up well or synergize well or have bonus perks. And then I try to have something that deals with swarm units. So for me, right now in this deck, that's LeBar Jimmy's job. You could argue Standing Many Moves does that, Ink and Craig does that. I have multiple cards that I guess technically could do that for me. But there's lots of different things to put forth when you build a deck. I mean, just having legendaries and epics doesn't necessarily guarantee success. It's extremely helpful, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee it. It's more or less just having a deck that synergizes well. And, I mean, like, because if you're going to use, say, Santa Claus, for instance, if you don't have any cards that have charged abilities, then Santa's being underutilized. Because Santa's main ability is charge units fully charged up and power the allies. Also, Mr. Hanky does the same basic thing with his Warcry ability. So if you don't have people that have those to synergize with those 2 cards, regardless of level of those 2 cards, they don't need to be in your deck. So that's where the synergy comes in, along with the building composition. 1 tank, at least 1 cancel card or annoyance spell. You can have more than 1. You don't have to have just 1, but 1 at least. At least 2 assassins, at least 5, I'd say at least about 5 fighter cards, and at least 1 or 2 range units, and then the rest is kind of up to you. So that's the most part. Is Man Bear Pig good? No. Man Bear Pig is probably the second worst. It is probably the worst or second worst legendary in the game right now. Alpha Rexy, what's going on? I use double cancel now because of Dougie. I mean, more cancels the better sometimes. So, unfortunately, Gunslinger Kyle's really bad. So I have no interest in playing Gunslinger Kyle. Was that Minute Morrow 04 from Randy's room? Let's see what we got here. What do you got for me? I'm the awesome 4000.
I'm gonna make you my slave.
Yeah, pretty much. There's a lot of cards that pretty much just cancel One Bear Pig almost immediately.
This costume rules.
Take flight.
That's gonna hit Randy. It doesn't hit Randy.
Moon, give me power. Sacrifice.
Now we ink and Craig and kill everything. Cancel that out. And there we go. There's a bug. Oh no, not Mr. Slave. Transfer back. Oh, that's. Merry Christmas, asshole.
Program initiated. I bring unity.
I'm gonna lose Santa immediately. It was unfortunate, but.
Holly, want a cracker?
Shield Maiden will be alright. She'll take a good amount of damage, but she'll be okay.
Follow me.
Immediately kill Smuggler Ike.
I honor my people. Hatchet seek. Give me power. Now give me power.
And that's game. This deck is pretty insane.
Take flight.
Who am I gonna give it to? Give it to Tally. Yes. There you go. Good stuff. Which next batch of cards do you think will get buffed? Ooh, next batch of cards. Hopefully some sci-fi cards, man, because sci-fi is hurting right now. Dark Mage definitely needs one. I don't know. Dark Mage Craig might actually be the worst Craig now. Some cards that need buffed. I don't know, there's some fantasy. I mean, like, I feel like sci-fi has just not gotten any love lately. I feel like sci-fi needs some buff somewhere. I don't know what specifically, because the last card that I can remember that got buffed was Warboy Tweak from this. I feel like sci-fi's due for some buffs. I don't know where specifically, but it needs something. Lucas, what's going on? But yeah, not 100%. What? I mean, my boy needs some love because he's not very strong right now. Ice Sniper Wendy's still terrible. Gizmo Ike is still bad. Space Warrior Token's still bad. I mean, this is arguably the worst epic card in the entire game. It's arguably one of the worst. It's really bad. And then the fact that Sci-Fi has only 2 legendaries where all other themes have 3 is frustrating. Mystical doesn't need anything. Mystical's fine where it's at. Except for Cubic Cartman. Cubic Cartman needs a buff. Other than that, Mystical's fine. I don't know. I honestly don't know what they're going to do next. But I feel like Sci-Fi needs a little bit of love. Is Hokan Clyde any good? Hokan Clyde is my least favorite card in the entire game. But he's fine. I mean, he's good, but I hate him. Ronnie, what's going on? I love how Streamlabs hates the word assassin now. Because it has ass in it twice. So, literally, Streamlabs is like, no, Dirty Ape. Quit the trash talking. Stop saying assassin. How dare you?
I'm gonna make you my slave.
Alright. Moving on up.
What is wrong with you people? Program initiated.
Really wish I had Hanky right now.
Freeze protocol, go!
No!
Oh, my string break!
Enjoy my Lordy. Yes.
Why did you use that ability?
I nurture my child. Lordy.
Dude, this deck, dude. Jesus.
I bring you comfort.
What about Evil Kitty 99? Isn't that a D rank in your squad? So you're pointing out one person to half of your team has D ranked. That's all I'm saying. Half your team is not in your bracket.
Check out this trick.
I bring purity.
Check out this trick.
Moon, give me power. Download complete.
What's up, OG? Get share back in
Freeze
here.
protocol, go! What the fuck is going
Get
on?
Robin Tweet back in here. Let's boost it up.
My poison has
I
no
bring you comfort.
The calendar foretold it.
Mario Odyssey. Finally bought a Switch. Only game I have is Lawns. I don't know what that abbreviation's for. Do. Sharon is a beast. Wouldn't can Craig be 2 OP if you have the same range as Nathan? Yes. Why did you unhighlight my comment about the new theme being superheroes and it being about stalling? Don't know. What's up, Luis? Is it just me or is Shelly rare as hell? I don't know if she's rare as hell. Oh, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, wow. The only 2 games I have are Let's Go Pikachu and Mario Kart, because my fiance loves playing Mario Kart. Even though I keep beating her in it all the time. But she loves playing it. She doesn't love me beating her in it though. She like, you think I'm competitive? You think I get salty in these matches, man? You guys should try to play in anything against my fiance, I'm telling you. Makes me look nice. Dude, slaves heal, man. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. And then Sharon is stupid. No, Sharon. Sharon, no, 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 no. Ooh. There you go, Sharon. Keep him up, keep him up, keep him up. Oh. So close. You need Mario Odyssey and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I plan on getting those. I also plan on getting Super Smash Brothers Ultimate because I love Smash Brothers. I was a big Smash Brothers player back mostly in N64 and Melee days. Like, I would play in ranked tournaments of Smash Brothers. So, and I won multiple.
Check out this trick. Oh boy.
This deck's really working, guys. Just gonna throw that out there.
Comfort.
Oh no, we gave it to Sharon. Now we can just make her healing stupid.
Careful down there. I'm
That's the second bar though. I am unstoppable. The best Cartman death of all time. I am unstoppable. Dead. Main Smash 4 is Duck Hunt. My ultimate is King Cool. Is King Kumba. My two favorite character, my favorite character in Smash 1 on N64 was Kirby. My second favorite character, my secret weapon, was Yoshi. So many people took Yoshi for granted. I won multiple tournaments with Yoshi. The only problem with Yoshi was he didn't have an up B move. So he didn't have a double jump, he only had a single jump, but his single jump was immune to damage or knockdowns. So if you timed it right and if you played him right, he was really devastating. Plus his down A and down B was really strong. It probably was the most damage in the entire game. I also won a couple tournaments with Samus. Samus was pretty good in that game. I did not play Fox. Fox to me in original Smash Brothers was basically you knew that you were half decent at the game and the only way you could compete was play Fox. That's all anybody played. Like when I played Melee, I always played off-meta characters. I played like Mr. Game & Watch wasn't until Brawl. I played like Ice Climbers and stuff like that. I did Yoshi again. Kirby sucked in Melee. I mostly played off-meta characters. My favorite Smash Brothers game was the original. Without question. The original was the best. What's my favorite sport? Basketball. Love basketball. I've played basketball since I was 7. I like other sports. I like football. I like soccer. I only watch, or football, whatever country you're from. I only watch like the World Cup, like the big tournaments and stuff like that. Did I see the pics from Discord how I managed to reach top 1,000 even with a new kid level 19? I actually didn't see that. Wendy was taking damage while being shielded? I didn't notice that. Kitty, you thought it was an energy drink, not bubblegum. It is kind of late, Largo. It's not late for me, though. Alright, well, I feel like we got some decent practice. Let's try team versus team, guys. Kinko is from Donkey Kong Country Games. Yeah, I haven't seen, like, the lineup for this last game. Oh, Gert, I'm so close to the next level. But I'll be a team player. I'll give it up. Why did I just leave? I wanted to stay in team to do Team Wars, Drew. Damn it. Okay. So here's our bracket. I've already discussed it, so I'm not going to do it again. But here is the deck that we have. So a lot of teams are running both Double Cancel. They're running Transmogrify along with Cock Magic. So that's going to be something to keep in consideration. We're going to have to be cautious with Rats. Rats are going to be probably the best counter for a couple of these cards, but of course Blood Elf Baby can easily cancel it. We went with Poison, which probably would only really work against the Assassin units, in all honesty. But luckily for myself, 2 of the 3 legendaries in this deck I have to level 4. I only have Mecha to max level 4, but again, if people are rolling Double Cancel, it's going to be ridiculous. So we'll see how this goes. I'm not ultimately confident this week. I really am not with this deck, but we'll see how this goes out. Howdy knew how to wave dash back in Melee. Oh yeah. The one thing Melee tried to take away from the original Smash Brothers was edge guarding. Melee did not like edge guarding, and they kind of took it away a little bit, but it kind of came back. Cool Ethan 28 from Tsunami Wave, which is a team in our division. So let's see what we got here. Cool Ethan. See what we got. Well, obviously, I want to start with my boy Grand Wizard. He's got some under-level cards. That's unfortunate. Remember, Cock Magic's still in play, so we got to be wary of that.
Multi-pass?
Multi-pass?
This will be sweet.
I don't know if I want to play Mecha Timmy, because I feel like... this is a poison situation. Oh my god, the greatest poison you've ever seen. That was the greatest time poison you've ever seen. Okay, I don't think Cool Ethan has Cock Magic if he has poison. I think poison was the other thing that Cock Magic was. No! It went to the card that... How dare this game? Yeah, these legendaries are just too strong. I'm sorry, Cool Ethan. There's no chance here, man. My level 4 legendaries are just too strong. Wow. Worst Smash's Brawl by far. I could see that. What's the worst Smash? I'd say Brawl. Brawl was... It's because the Wii U was just so bad. It was so bad. But I didn't get to play much of Brawl, unfortunately, because I didn't have a Wii U, because I hated it. As a console, I didn't think the console was very good. So, that's probably the one that was the worst. Not 100% though. Alright. Pikachu man, he was so OP in 64. Hell yeah, he was. Dude, he had the greatest grab in the game. Well, the greatest grab in the game technically was Ness. Ness had the strongest grab in the game, but Pikachu had the fastest grab in original Smash Brothers. And he could do it all the time, and Thunder was broken if it was a multi-tiered level. Like, people underestimated Pikachu and how strong he was. Pikachu was one of the strongest characters in original 64 Smash Brothers, without question. One of the strongest physical characters was Link, but Link was really slow as far as dodging and all that stuff, and shielding and everything like that. Like, Link was a top-heavy character. If you could bust out damage with Link, it was insane. But Smash Bros. On Wii. It was like Wii or Wii U, I don't remember. It was on Wii, which was trash. Even though you could put a GameCube controller on your Wii, didn't matter. It was still bad. Brawl was still a bad game. Pichu was stronger. He may be now, but if you played original Smash Brothers, you needed to recognize how good Pikachu was. AJ lead from Namblings in match number 2, guys, with this deck. We got lucky on the poison there in match number 1. I know that for a fact. Alright. So. I think it's just staying. Okay. Definitely have some higher level cards. This rotation is garbage. Just gonna throw that out there.
It's
Amazingly Randy. I don't even remember Amazingly Randy being an option. I kind of want him to cancel that.
Bow to the Grand Wizard.
Okay, there's the cancel. Okay, so we got Grand Wizard Cartman to help us. I don't know what this is going to do, but we need to get rid of those rats, guys.
I bring purity.
Also need to get rid of Mecha Tim Tom.
This will be sweet.
And get rid of Grand Wizard Cartman. I feel like I partially want Mecha Timmy canceled. Like, I don't want him canceled, but I kind of need him canceled, I think. He went with Chicken Coop.
I am the one who knocks. It's the mighty shall prevail.
Applaud me. Check out this one.
Time to collect.
Check out this trick. Check out this trick.
I am immortal.
Okay, we came back.
Fear my magic. The battle. I bring purity.
Well, we win. Whew. Zelda Wind Waker was the best Zelda. What? Ocarina of Time is the greatest game ever made. And the greatest Zelda ever made. No, 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 no. Wind Waker was an underrated Zelda game. Okay, I will state that. I liked Wind Waker, but Ocarina of Time is the greatest Zelda game ever made. Not even close. Not even close. Not even close. Do I like the new edition? Do I like new editions or Michael Jackson? No, Ocarina of Time is literally my favorite game ever. Ever. The N64 is the greatest console ever made as far as lineup of games. Not the console itself, but the game lineup on the N64 is probably the greatest compilation of games ever. Star Fox 64, Super Mario 64. You had Mario Kart. You had the original Mario Party, which was great. You had Pokemon Stadiums, which were good. You had Melee, or I'm sorry, regular Smash Brothers. You had Star Fox. I don't know if I mentioned that, but maybe I did. So many good games. There were a ton of good games. I still have a whole bunch of my N64 games over there because N64 was one of my favorite games ever. One of my favorite consoles of all time. I still have my N64. I will never get rid of my N64. And if I do, I will buy another one. Ocarina of Time is my favorite game that ever existed. There's not been a game that I've loved more than Ocarina of Time. I played Ocarina of Time so many times. No, Majora's Mask was bad. The gameplay was fine. The story was terrible. I hated the story of Majora's Mask. It was supposed to be the follow-up to Ocarina of Time. It was poorly executed and terrible. I actually had come up with ideas for sequels to Ocarina of Time to make it a trilogy. And it was not whatever the crap Majora's Mask was, because I hated that game. GameCube's okay. I didn't actually play South Park in N64. I wasn't a South Park fan back then. The GameCube was underrated. I liked Luigi's Mansion. Okay, which was like a launch title for the GameCube. People hated on Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion was actually a fun game. And it was a harder game than people gave it credit for. To get the final mansion, like the score and stuff that you had to get the final mansion, my sister and I were grindaholics. We got all of the stars in Mario 64 multiple times. We got all of everything fully unlocked in Spyro, on the original Spyro, on like PlayStation and stuff like that. But like, I've beaten Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on Sega Genesis. That was the first game I beat all the way through. And you kids today don't understand. When we had old consoles like Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, all that crap, we didn't have memory cards back then. So we had to literally, to beat the game, we had to play it, either keep the console on all night, or when we could play it the next, or we had to beat the game sitting down straight up. Like, you guys don't understand. Memory cards saving your game was not a thing back on the old consoles. We had to actually beat it. You guys don't even know. You don't even know. Luigi's Mansion was difficult, man. It was a great game, and it was difficult. It really was. Double tilt skin? Double tilt skin, huh? Double stilt skin? Sorry, stilt skin. My bad. My bad, double stilt skin. My bad. Okay. Just need to play Stand the Great. Get him out.
Is it man
Which Garrison? The hell is going on here? I'm not even mad, dude. I was playing Witch Garrison, dude. I'm not even mad.
Is this some witch thing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a cancel and a half. Princess Kenny play. Yeah, dude, this match is over, guys. Unless this guy's got cock magic and transmogrify, there's no way I'm losing this match. I think he just realized it when I put out 2 level 4 legendaries. Oh, there it is.
Fear my magic.
The Roomba and Cox alone will kill this. Let's get a little bit of separation. We'll get Enforcer Jimmy out here.
This will be
Use rats to counter that. Grand Wizard Cartman has been deemed unimportant. Alright guys, well we got a perfect score for sure. Alright. A little under-leveled. Wow. PlayStation 2, no memory card? I know, that's right, dude. Even that one had no memory. I think it could later. Oh, we didn't get a perfect score because we didn't get 3 bars on both games. Dang it. Still 113, though. I'm not going to complain. That's our best result in weeks. Oh my god. Alright. I don't know how I'm surprised I got 113, guys. I was nervous about that. I really was. Man, I play Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. I always get killed by Misty and hate fighting her. She was bullcrap. Even worse, Yellow, she still kills me. Oh, I have it at work. I still have, I can't believe I got 113, man. I mean, I had a huge advantage with the fact of having 2 level 4 legendary cards for that, so... What's up, Richard? Alien drone nerf, please. I know that's right. Yeah, I did have a memory card later on, that's true. Oh. Guess I can open my pack now. Game Boy Color was your first gaming system? My first gaming system was Sega Genesis.
only a rare.
My second gaming system was PlayStation 1. Then N64. What else? Like in one summer, my first summer job, I got an Xbox, original Xbox, or I got a PlayStation 2 and a GameCube, all in the same summer. I made like over $3,000 that summer working like manual labor, and I worked like 14-hour days, and I spent so much money on games. I bought like 3 consoles. I bought a whole bunch of games. It was insane. Shadow Tash, what's up, man? So, do I remember the Virtual Boy? I do. I do remember the Virtual Boy. Yes, GTA 3, yes. That was the best Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto 3 was the best Grand Theft Auto. It's my favorite Grand Theft Auto. Love that. It was, dude, I had a, what was it called? I really wanted a Game Boy right away when Pokemon first came out, and it was like really big. But my dad got me the, what was the Sega version that I can't remember now? It was like this giant handheld. It's like this giant handheld thing that Sega had, and it was, God, what was it called? It was bad. It was like a small TV, and it was like this big, and it was huge. Your first gaming experience with ET on Atari? Dude, Bio, how do you still play video games? That was literally one of the worst games ever made. I've played ET on Atari. It's terrible. There's no objective. You don't do anything. It's like the worst game ever. It's been voted as one of the worst games ever made. And it should be because it is terrible.
I will be your new best friend.
Are you gonna be my new best friend? I don't think I know you like that, Osmo.
That's my bug.
Enjoy my healing touch. I bring you comfort.
No requesting. That's my bug.
Enjoy my
That's my bug. I am at you.
Get the shield off.
I bring you comfort.
I keep my little safe.
I nurture my tribe.
Yeah, if this isn't proof that Sharon and Mr. Slave aren't broken, E.T. for Atari was terrible.
Enjoy my healing touch.
You've all gone crazy! Moon, give me power.
This deck, guys. This deck is insane.
That sure stinks.
That sure stinks.
Santa's gonna kick
The
the
shit out of you.
Follow me.
Oh, my spring won't break.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. I like Vice City too, as far as Grand Theft Auto. Vice City was really good too. Name my favorite Pokemon game? I like Blue. Blue was the first one I played. I loved Blue. Yellow was great too, but I like the original. I'm more the old school. I like the original, like Blue, Red, and Yellow. Those are the ones I like the most. Halfway to a level 6 Sharon. Dude, Sharon is so good now, man. And the new Pokemon game's coming, there's going to be an armor system. I might get the new Pokemon game for Switch. I'm tempted to get that. I might go for level 6 Sharon. I've been playing her at level 5 and really enjoying it. Yeah, she's really strong at level 5. I have her... In this deck, she's max level 5. I loved the comedy stations. Like Chatterbox in Grand Theft Auto 3. I listen to Chatterbox all of the time. And my friends and I that played Grand Theft Auto 3 still quote Chatterbox when we play like other games like Xbox and stuff. Still quote Chatterbox on GTA 3. That was my favorite radio station. And then Vice City, I forget what the Vice City one was, but Laszlo was the like DJ for Chatterbox in for the Liberty City game in Grand Theft Auto 3. I forget what the channel was. I think it was on the Rock Station on Vice City, but Vice City still had like a comedy kind of thing, and I still listen to that between those two things. Yoshi Lover, do you play Mario and Luigi Dream Team? I didn't play that game, actually. Ronnie, you've been struggling in this game for months now? Right, Largo? I love Chatterbox, dude. Like, I'll pull it up on, somebody posted it on YouTube, like, the entire Chatterbox, like, all of it. And I've watched all of it so much. Sako, the gods have smiled upon me. I got a copy of Dogpoo in the last solo event rewards. Finally got Dogpoo level 5. That's great, man. Congrats on that. I've not seen him at level 5 stats. I wonder how good... Is he max for you? I don't know if I'm going to finish this event, but we'll keep going for a little while longer. We're only an hour into this stream. What's up, Fernandez? What's up, Juan? You're not late. You're not extremely late. You're late. You're mildly late. We're an hour and 8 minutes in, but it's okay. It's not your fault. I ain't mad. I ain't mad at anybody. It's fine. I mean, at some point, let's see what my friends are doing on Diablo 3. If I've got anybody still online. Ooh, they all got offline. 23 minutes ago. Oh, Game of Thrones is on. That's why. It's Game of Thrones time. Never heard of Chatterbox? Ronnie, look up Chatterbox on YouTube. Somebody clipped the entire thing. It's like, it's fairly long. You haven't been able to max from 49 to 50? That sucks, man. That sucks. Alright. Slave!
I'm gonna make you my slave.
Yeah, you're missing out, dude. It's on YouTube. Somebody YouTubed it, and like you can get like the entire, all the dialogue, everything. It's hilarious. I'm telling you, it's funny stuff.
Follow me.
Dude, Slave and Sharon's heels, man.
What the fuck is going on?
We might be having another compilation
I will be
video.
your new best friend. Shut my mouth.
Yankee, kill dog poo. That's what I'm talking about.
Right is Randall. Right.
I bring you comfort.
Dude, Sharon might be too good.
Enjoy my healing touch.
Sharon and Slave. The healing, man. Somebody had said something about the talk radio station from GTA. That's true. Is there anything special in this last pack? No. There's no guaranteed or anything like that. Yeah, Santa's gonna have to kill you. Have I ever played Left 4 Dead or Left 4 Dead 2? Yes. I played Left 4 Dead a lot. I actually like Left 4 Dead. It was mildly frustrating though. There were times where like you would just get completely obliterated in Left 4 Dead. But I did like Left 4 Dead. That was one of my more favorite games.
I will sacrifice you.
That's game, so we'll just end this quicker. Level 3 Hanky, just solo that level 4 dog poo? Yeah. It's max level 3 Hanky at that. Like, level 3 Hanky is insane. See, who knew you guys were secretly getting battle strategies from this terrible player? Who knew you guys were learning fun facts about this game from this terrible guy? This guy that's terrible at this game.
Rare.
Got 6, Terrence and Phillips. Ooh, I need more chips. 7 is not enough, game. Need like 17. Did I claim anything? Or can I claim anything? I cannot. I did just claim something. 5 futuristic robots? It's like, why? Why would I want 5 gold materials that I have like 400 of? I wish it would show how many materials you had on screen. Because I swear to God, like above futuristic robots would be like 500 and something. Because I have a crap ton of futuristic robots. I have a lot. But the next tier is a legendary card. I care about that. I care about 50. You beat average guy in PvP yesterday? I've been playing Brawl Stars. I got Rosa. She's too OP. I do have Rosa in Brawl Stars. I haven't played a lot of Brawl Stars because I'm not great at it. Richard G, thank you for stopping by. No problem. What's the best tank in the game? It's between, in all honesty, it's between Osimo and Grand Wizard Cartman. It can kind of go either way. Do you know other games very similar to this one? Honestly, I don't, Doris. Not really. I mean, some people would say that they would compare this to... They would try to compare this game to, like, Clash Royale or something like that. I don't think this game and Clash Royale are the same thing. I think they have similarities, but they're not the same thing.
Moon, give me power.
Why, douche, why are you wasting... Why are you wasting things, man?
I won't give in. Pow, pow. Oops.
Tell me I'm pretty.
That's unfortunate. Level 5 Pocahontas Randy is going to be no joke.
Follow me.
Yes.
What the fuck is going on? Calendar foretold.
Okay, level 4 Ink and Craig's even worse. Alright, so that's a loss. Z, what's going on? Only have 2 level 3 Manbear Pigs. Only have 2 levels 3s. Oh, I got you. Wow, this deck's kind of douche. I mean, his name is Douchebago, so there you go. Point proven. Yeah, this deck's hella douche. There's a game called Crimson and Chaos that's similar. Wow. Wow. Yeah, your in-game name kind of fits that deck a little bit, not gonna lie. Pocahontas Randy. Pocahontas Randy is really strong, especially level 5. Especially level 5 Pocahontas Randy. But see, the scaling of cards in this game is tweaked. Like for legendaries and epics. Epics, once you get to level 5, or once you get to level 4, after level 4, the scaling percentage goes down significantly. For legendaries, once you get past level 3, the scaling goes down significantly as well. Does that mean that a level 7 legendary isn't good? Of course it is. But is it as good, or is it as good scaling-wise as 1 to 3 is? No. What's the biggest whale you've seen in this game? David? He's the only one that has a level 7 legendary card that I know of. That's it. Did I mute? No, I'm not muted. I read that Trey Parker directed this game. Does that mean only the PvE storyline? As far as I know, no. Yeah, David, the guy who's a level 7 Medusa Bebe is the biggest whale in this game. He has a level 7 Medusa Bebe. I had an image of it. I don't know if it's the image I still have, though. It is not the image I still have. Where's it at? Where'd I put it? I know it's here somewhere. There it is. It's the person that has this. This is the problem. It's a person that has a level 7 Medusa Bebe. That's her stats. That's the biggest whale in the game. As you can see, they're max level 25. And they have no more money left because they spent it all getting a level 7 Medusa Bebe. Like, this is the biggest whale in the game. I don't have this card, guys. But right here. Right here. Level 17. Or level 7. Medusa Bebe. 13.99. 207 damage. Insane. How much you need. That's the biggest whale in the game right there. That's a real image. That's not photoshopped. That's not tweaked. That's not anything. People have recorded images of them playing this card in the actual game. But there is somebody has a level 7 Medusa Bebe, and it's one of the top people in the world. It's not me. Okay, we are gonna search for a new opponent because this match isn't going. Pocahontas Randy is level 5. Is it as good as level 7 Medusa Bebe? Probably. I ran a level 12 once with level 4 epics and level 3 legendaries. That is terrible, Jojo. That sucks. Or Joji, that sucks. I've seen that kind of stuff when I played on my other account. Benoit Harkin from Dire Tide. How much is that Medusa worth in dollars? Well, allegedly that person was going to sell their account for $150,000. Allegedly. Don't know if that's true, but it's about 350. Thank you, Shadow Tash. Well played, sir. Well done. Well done, Shadow Tash.
What is going on?
I don't know, Sharon. I don't appreciate your negativity and attitude.
I nurture my tribe. Enjoy my healing touch. I nurture my tribe.
Oh no, oh God.
That is some good shit.
Enjoy my
The Bard, I need you. No! No! That's good. Level 5 Pocahontas has 200 attack. Be quiet, man. Just stop. Stop with yourself.
I keep my bell shiny.
Stop with yourself. Did I play any PlayStation All-Star Brawl? All-Stars Battle Royale? No? No, I did not. What's my most favorite South Park episode is Good Times with Weapons. What's my least favorite episode? Oh, like, my second favorite episode is Miss Teacher Bane's a Boy. That's my second favorite episode. My favorite episode of all time, though, without question, is Good Times with Weapons. But, no, half the people on Dire Tired are douchey like that, too. What's my least favorite episode? I didn't really like, not this last season, but the season before, with all of the, other than the Lord joke going on, there were some really bad episodes in that. I did not like the skank hunt stuff. I really didn't. I thought it was so dumb. I really didn't like Kyle's dad being the troll. I thought that was just really stupid. So I didn't like 90% of that season. It was terrible. Have I ever used a Dougie in this game? Very few times, and mostly just in challenge modes, but I will not play Douglas ever again.
Fear my magic.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
This costume rules.
This will be sweet.
Oh no.
Calendar for you.
Lord,
No, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine.
Derek, cop. Careful down there. I'm telling you.
What is this deck, Metallics? Oh, really just out of zap range?
My hatchet seems well. It's me, Paladin Butter. Moon gives me power. This can't end well.
Yes.
Save on this, bitch.
Oh.
That sucks. I timed that badly.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm worried about Mr. Slave. No! Did that way too soon.
Follow me.
Now to the Grand Wizard. Over my people. I am unstoppable. I win.
He's got mind control.
These outfits are
I'll just mind control if I stand, right?
Power.
Lord. Oh. Yes.
Dead or alive?
Yes.
What the fuck is going on, Shadow?
Yes.
I nurture my tribe. I bring you comfort.
It's me, The calendar foretold
This is gonna be a draw.
Enjoy my healing touch. I bring you comfort.
Meetings.
Dang. I prefer the episodes to have a separate story. Yeah, the chickens in Chicken Coop are way too strong. I can't even pick a favorite season. There's a couple of them. Do you think Professor Chaos will beat out Astronaut Butters as your favorite card? Probably, if it ever comes. Are we ever going to see Snoozy or Mad Scientist? I mean, I have to go back to the old setup, or the old stream setup. I'm going to have to reset that up if I want to do that, which is not a huge deal. But we could do that in the future, for sure. Alright. We got
Where are my people?
the slave.
Outfits are so precious.
Moon, give me power. What the fuck is going on? I'm going to stomp you into mud. I will sacrifice you. Fucking don't.
Well, that sucks.
Careful down there. I'm delicate.
Richard. Well, we want a cracker? I am the one who knocks. The calendar foretold. Upon you.
People want to criticize me for level 3 Ink and Craig. We've seen already multiple level 4 Ink and Craigs now.
I bring purity.
If this person hasn't wailed, I don't know who hasn't. We got level 3 Dragon Slayer Reds and stuff. This match is just pretty much a wash. I'm sure you've been asking this already, but I just got here. What's the new class? I have no idea, Justin. But it's most likely a hero theme. Okay, just moving on. Moving on to the next one. Man, I may never get to 7,400, guys. It may never happen. Man Bear Pig, what? Apologist? It's a unique name. I'll give you that. Okay, slavey slave time, I think.
South Park is gay. Lord.
What is wrong with you people?
I don't know, Sharon.
Take flight.
I bring you comfort.
This can't end well.
I nurture my tribe. I bring you comfort.
Lord. Careful down there.
Calendar for
I'm delicate.
Enjoy my healing touch.
This costume rules.
I bring you comfort.
No, Sharon. Heal faster.
Come to calm you.
I know he's gonna. Oh wow, he survived. Did I play my team versus team? Yes, I went 3-0. 113 was my score. I like that, Billy. I like the snake card idea. Of course he's got Man Bear Pig. He should, if he's got Man Bear Pig in his name. 3,881, 193.
Follow me.
Okay, so you had enough for Man Bear Pig, Butters, and Transmogrify? Of course, full amount of energy.
Season's beating. Merry Christmas.
I'm gonna be my slave.
Moon, give me power.
I'm going to stop you. Lordy.
I will sacrifice you.
I forgot to strap.
This costume.
No way, dude.
Follow me.
The Cowboy Airport told him.
Gee. Oh.
2 draws back to back.
Awaken.
Used to be Eye Sniper Apologist. I don't know. What other series would you like to see do a game like this? I think Simpsons would be cool. What other series? I don't even know. I mean, because you already have Animation Domination, which has like Family Guy and all that stuff, even though a lot of people really don't like say that game is even worse free to play than this game is. Which from what I've seen is kind of true. I honestly don't know. Maybe like Archer? Would Archer be? If we're just talking just like animated style games that have the humor component, I feel like Archer could be cool. Because Archer's a really funny show. I haven't watched a ton of Archer. Like, I haven't watched Archer to the same level I've watched South Park, but I feel like Archer would be a decent show to try to put a game around like this. Maybe that's just me. That was a lot of energy for those spells. Pretty true. How long have I been playing this game? Since launch, which was November of 2017. I've played this game since day one, when it globally launched. But since day one of global launch, I've been playing this game. And making content for this game. In fact, that video that I made for the new theme being announced was actually my 300th video covering South Park Phone Destroyer. 300 on the dot.
Santa's gonna have to kill you.
Fear my magic.
But, I mean, the only game that would be close to this level that I think would be cool is...
What the fuck is going on?
is Archer. I think Archer would be a cool game like this.
Moon, give me power. I am
Enjoy
unstoppable.
my a healing touch.
Moon, give me power.
I nurture my tribe.
This will be fed. Grand wizard.
I will sacrifice you.
Yeah, I've played Coon and Friends before. When you have all level 4 legendaries, man, and level 5 epic cards, not a whole lot you can do.
You're getting stoned.
Yep. Typical fantasy and mystical deck. Garbage Pail Kids Mobile is coming. Do I have the Man Bear Pig outfit? I think I do.
My studies prepared me.
Yeah, dude. Just sad, man. Are Simpsons game even good? Eh. Simpsons would have enough characters for a game like this. 100% agree. But I just feel like Archer would be a fun game. Do I remember Cobb's Mind? Of course I do. You mean the guy that used to be somewhat competitive against me in this game as far as views and all that stuff, and then he left to do Fortnite exclusively because he's making a fortune off Fortnite? Even though he's spending most of the fortune he's making off Fortnite, spending it on buying skins for a game that I do not like. I think Fortnite's terrible. I'm pretty much in your position, man. I get up to around 7k and then hit a level 4 or 5 legendary wall. It sucks, man. And, I mean, people are calling me whales. That crap. Like, I have 2 level 4 legendaries. I'll admit to that. Like, it was, but one of them is good in Mecha Timmy. The other one is bad in 6 Element Rainy. 6 Element Rainy is not a good level 4 legendary. I mean, he's, you know, level 4 legendary is not terrible, but he's not a great card. Simpsons game sounds more fun for kids. I don't know. So I don't really know what to do, but Slave and Sharon were pretty solid healing combo. But somebody had suggested using Mr. Mackey. Or, not Mr. Mackey, wow. Priest Maxi. Priest Maxi. Doing like Priest Maxi with Medicine Woman Sharon and doing that. What's a good deck for campaign? We're dolphins? That's right, Bio. We're dolphins. We're just dolphins swimming in the ocean, man. What's a good deck for PvE? X-Whales. I feel like Hayes has spent more money than me. I know that for a fact. I don't feel that way. I know that way. And Pharaoh, at one point, was spending a decent amount of money on this game, and then he stopped. Pharaoh kind of stopped. A lot of, like, there were people that were spending decent amounts of money on this game, and then they kind of stopped altogether. I feel like Pharaoh, even though he still makes good content, and I love Pharaoh, I have nothing wrong with Pharaoh. I have nothing wrong with Hayes. I like both of them. They're both cool guys and great creators. But I feel like both of them, like Hayes still spends money. I've still spent money. I mean, but Pharaoh I don't think does anymore. Because at one point Pharaoh was. What's a dolphin? A dolphin would basically be a person that's not quite a whale, but not a free-to-play player either. What's a good PvE deck? There's a lot of them. What's my 2 slot? Oh, this crap deck. This crap deck would be just running Gizmo Ikes, like out the yin yang, and Bounty Hunter Kyle, like a PvE deck. Robo Baby's freaking amazing for PvE because she kills so damn fast. Where is he at? There he is. Gizmo Ike would be up there. Honestly, you could probably run Adventure now and run Medicine Woman Sharon and just have her healing, because her healing's ridiculous. Aerostorm is undervalued, I think, in PvE, because it's really good. I feel like Pocahontas Randy's attack speed would be great. Trying to think what else would be amazing for PvE. You need some kind of tank. I feel like Osmo's the best bet for that. Terrence and Phillip is pretty strong for it. Tally's. Why am I clicking on Tally? I know what Tally does. I wonder if Mr. Mackey would be fun. Throw in a PvE deck. Like, have a whole bunch of Gizmo Ikes buffed up from Mr. Mackey. That would be interesting. Terrence and Phillip's usually pretty good, but you don't need them. Stuck on episode 12, number 60. I mean, the deck I would use would be ridiculous. Warboy Tweak is underrated. He'd be up there. You need like assassins to kind of sneak in, so like Astro Butters is good. Program Stan, because his freeze stops the shield. So Program Stan's almost a must-have on the level 60 level, because it stops everything. But you pretty much need something like relatively like cheap to kind of cycle through.